finished deployment, and we can expect that they'll be being attacked from the two sides, and that there'll be troops at the front as well. And this time though it'll be rather harder because we've got the same troops as before, but there are going to be a lot of medium foot attacking us, and they're going to be good quality medium foot too, as well as peltasts. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we've got. And we've got Thracian warriors, slingers, lots of Thracian peltasts. And Thracian spearmen. Now here we go. We've got some DI swordsmen. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. So these were reputed to be the best troops from the Thracian army, and they're still described as, although they're described as swordsmen, they're also described as running forwards and backwards, running out in the usual Thracian manner. So they're basically been modelled on Spanish Scutari. And apart from that, this army is basically the same as mine, except it's got nearly very little cavalry at all, and lots more foot. Oh, and it's also got more of these superior javelin types. And theirs is like, it's got about 3 cavalry or something, 1 light horse and something like that. We've got the Mountain Thracians up to 43%, so maybe there's only one more turn in it, but there's a lot of things wrong still. So, like down here, for instance, the baggage is all mixed up with the enemy, and we've got this really nasty impact foot unit. It's about to hit this general, and then using this rubbish rebel unit is not doing anything. He's had to charge in the rear with a light cavalry unit. So there could be a few routes in my side next turn. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, another unit that I forgot to mention was, is it this one? No, there's the veteran Thracian unit, this one here. So the Thracians that use Romphier, well, most of those Romphiers have been found in the mountainous or close to the mountain areas. So that's why the Mountain Thracians have got 2 of these units, and one of them is a veteran one, indicating that some of them would have been of better quality than others. So it's just got the one, but that is a particularly nasty unit, and it's on the flank of my unit. So yes, you see what happens. Will we finish next turn, or is it going to go to 60%? Seems I had nothing to worry about in the end. But it was pretty close with that baggage. For some reason the AI didn't go for the baggage when it should have. It went for my troops instead. And that might have been another game where Rabble turned out to be a useful unit. So, that was a better result than last time even. What happens now? Okay, so we've got to the next stage, and so in the next stage we, having incorporated the mountain tribes into our army, which means we've got some reasonable infantry, we're now having trouble with the the Greek coastal towns. In most cases there were good relations between the Thracians and the Greek coastal towns, and because they were good trading relations, but they did there were conflicts between them on occasion, and in 442 BC the coastal towns of Abdera, Maronea and Messimbria banded together and refused to pay Athens any tribute, and that means they're also refusing to pay you as in Tutaukis any tribute, because you're Athens' ally. So in this next battle we'll be fighting against the Greeks, and we'll have the choice of either fighting a mercenary Greek army or a citizen army. First of all, we have to go and detach some of the some garrison troops. So we select the worst troops. You'll notice here, you can see here now how the morale of some of these units has improved. So the ordinary light javelin horse, which started off as average, is now superior. My Thracian unit has gone to average plus. It started off as average, and the Thracian spearmen, which started as average plus, have all gone to superior. And I even got an elite unit from the Thracian warriors, so, oh gosh, all my Thracian peltars down here, they're all elites. Wow. So something amazing can be expected from these guys. So let's. It can be difficult to choose which ones to dump. We've got to dump between 34 and 576 points. That's a lot. Oh well, I guess we'll start with some average troops, and we're not getting rid of the archers. There are too few of them. They're very valuable. We'll get rid of any irregular foot. And these are not so important. Because we've got so many peltars to begin with. Maybe we can just get rid of the light javelin. Oh, I've selected too many. Okay, so what about I remove that one? 80 points. Oh, go down another 80. So we've got. Oh, we don't need the light javelin. We'll leave them behind. $21 points more. Oh, that'll do. Now the other thing that happens with these units is they've taken casualties. So you'll notice here how their strengths are reduced. And it says the points will be reduced that I have available to me in order to bring them back up to full strength. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so should we go for the mercenary Greeks or the Greek army? The mercenary Greeks have better quality troops, but they don't have as many, and they don't have the variety of troops that the full Greek army does. So we should say. So the idea is that the citizens have hired a mercenary Greek army to help them. So that's why you get the choice. You get to choose between which of the allies you will fight. I think I'll take the Greek army because I don't think. Yeah, we'll take the Greek army. Although the Greek army and more light troops probably, so it's a bit more balanced than the mercenary one. Okay, so you notice that now our army list has changed, and we now got the Thracian Empire list. So that is the one that is described in Thucydides as being 150,000 strong. And you see how we've got such things as the Getic noble cavalry now. Only thing is we only got 27 points to spend. Oh no! What's the terrain like? There's a fair amount of terrain. Oh, there is, yes. There's lots of woods. And there's some hills, although the hills have open ground on them. That one's got rough ground. That's a rough ground hill. So the terrain's fairly even, I'd say, as far as whether it favours the hoplites or not. Because they've got all this open ground here, they can put all the hoplites in there, and they just would have trouble keeping me out of this area because it's all that rough ground. Now can I reduce any of these numbers and choose some extra stuff? No, it looks like... Why have I got to take the slingers, for heaven's sake? Oh, too many minimums and only 27 points left. So that means I can take another light horseman. That might not be a good idea. I've already got 11 of them, and there's lots of terrain, so perhaps another slinger unit. I like slingers. I'll take slinger. Okay, that leaves me 3 points, and we have to accept that. I'll just stick a general anywhere for the moment. Alright, and I'll stop recording while I deploy.